Hey guys, it's Pastor Jeni here with Scenic Church and True Joy Ministries. I promised you more videos, so today we're starting my 5 tips to quiet time success. So truly, I believe that mastering the spiritual discipline of having alone time with the Lord is pivotal to anyone's walk with Christ. My last 5-minute devotional was all about John chapter 10, which is all about the sheep hearing the shepherd's voice. And if you go back and watch it again, you'll remember that we talked about the sheep knew Jesus because they were familiar with his voice, so they followed the good shepherd. They recognized his voice. And I used the story of my dad being across the room and a crowd full of people. If he hollers my name, I'm going to recognize it and I'm going to go to it. If a stranger starts yelling my name from across the room, it's not even going to stand out in the crowd because I'm not familiar with it. So truly, how do we get to know the Lord's voice? It's through quiet time. It's through reading his word and speaking with him in prayer. That's how we become sheep that know the shepherd's voice. So step 1, this is what helped me. It's not some magical formula, but it worked for me. Number 1, create an environment you crave. So follow me. Ignore some of the mess. I'm a human. I live in a real house. So follow me. I will show you my quiet time area, the environment that I crave. So you'll have to ignore this area. This is my office. But here it is, right here, folks. This is where it goes down between me and Jesus each day. So we're dealing with some human aspects here, okay? There's nothing spiritual about this Craigslist chair or this ottoman that I made from an old coffee table. There's nothing spiritual about it, but it is truly an environment that I crave. I long to be in. And that's attacking some of those physical needs that we truly need to create something that we look forward to as we're developing a desire for God's word. So an example of that would be, I hated sushi for a long time, but I'd never tried it. I had no clue that it was something good that I should crave. So there's a period of time as we're new in our faith or just getting serious about studying God's word that we're creating an appetite for it. Hence, creating an environment that you crave. So let me give you a tour of my little space. First of all, I have my handy dandy lap desk, cute pillows, which of course you throw off when it's time for quiet time. I have my fuzzy blanket and of course my fuzzy socks to go with it. Every morning fuzzy socks are a necessity. So this is what happens each morning. You get your blanket situated, your lap desk ready, and these are some of my essentials. I always have a warm cup of coffee right here. Always, always, always. Currently I'm on the Daniel fast, so I'm not going to give myself that temptation. But guys, go crazy. Get a journal that you love. Get a journal that you think is cute and fill it with your prayers to the Lord. Get colored pencils and markers that you love. Something that's going to excite you about being in this moment with the Lord. I even have a hot pink pencil sharpener for my colored pencils. You know, I have mood lighting. Usually I have my lamp on and the lights dim, and it becomes such a sweet place of surrender. Typically I have some type of little space heater in here just keeping me warm and cozy. And truly, guys, this is where the magic happens. I settle in and the Spirit of the Lord comes every time. So if you're struggling to get started in a quiet time and you're like, man, Pastor Jeni, I just can't get started. Maybe half the battle is you need to fight your humanness and create an environment that you look forward to. Maybe you need your favorite snack. Maybe you need to buy a new set of colored pencils or markers or something to excite you. Maybe you need a cat. That really helps me. Duchess has quiet time with me every morning. I would also just really encourage you to make sure that you have a Bible that you enjoy and that truly speaks to your heart language. I use the Inspire Bible, which is New Living Translation, and what's fun about it is it has area in the margins where you can journal, but it also has some awesome places where you can color, and sometimes there's something therapeutic about coloring and praying. So this is just week 1 of my 5 tips to quiet time success. Number 1, deal with those human struggles and create an environment that you look forward to, an environment away from people, secluded somewhere. I have heard some moms say that it literally has to be under a white sheet in the corner of the room so that her kids know to leave her alone. Whatever it is, create an area of solitude and invest in it and make it something that you look forward to, those daily appointments with the Lord. So as a reminder, just remember, the only reason we're talking about these quiet time tips is if you truly want to hear from God and be obedient to God, you have to learn to hear His voice. And the way you do that is getting to know His voice. We come to recognize the voice of the Lord through reading His Word and learning what He's like, learning His characteristics. And then before you know it, you'll be hearing the Lord speak to you on a regular basis. Again, this is Pastor Jeni with 5 Minute Devotional. See ya!